My name is Amanda, and I'm a campus staff minister at the University of Miami. And today I'll be sharing with you on the lesson of Mary and Martha. The story of Mary and Martha has been so pivotal in my relationship with God. The story of the both of these sisters have been like a mirror to my heart, and I see myself in both of them. And what I love in this story is what Mary chooses. She chooses to be at the feet of Jesus. I've been on staff with IV and planning a chapter at the University of Miami. I find it's really easy to fall into focusing on the work, whether it's focusing on the follow-up, doing outreach, focusing on meeting with students, and coming up with strategies. These things are all important and needed. And also, I actually really just enjoy being with students. But I find it can be really easy to get lost in the work of the ministry. Focus is on the work and the strategies and building relationships with students. I find that I can hit a wall, whether it when I start rushing or I feel anxious or disappointed, or when things just don't turn out how I expect them. Just like Martha, as Jesus described, I become really troubled and worried about many things, about details, or even performing to the expectations I have for myself. Meditating on the story of Mary at Bethany has helped me step back in those hectic moments and reevaluate myself and ask, am I hearing Jesus right now? Am I choosing to be with him? And have I neglected that? When I was planting the prayer group, I remember I was trying to plan something special for the students. But I remember that day, nothing had gone as planned. And I'm sure we've all experienced those days. And as I was driving to campus, I felt that frustration. And I remembered the story of Mary and Martha. And in that moment, I really felt like I was more like Martha. And coincidentally, that lesson that day was on Mary and Martha. So I took a moment, and instead of worrying about receiving them, the drinks and the food and things I wanted to prepare, I just came with the word, and I was present, and I was in the moment with them. And honestly, that day and that lesson, I felt we connected all on a deeper level. Just the conversation was flowing. There was a lot of laughter. And all my effort in wanting to make things perfect, God just showed up, and I trusted him more. The students responded to the story with the semester coming to the end and them being stressed out with all they had to do. And we just talked about how when we put God first, those things don't seem as daunting or burdensome. So the story of Mary and Martha has sure changed my walk and is such a helpful tool for me to step back and evaluate, am I choosing to be like Mary or Martha? Our response to ministry and to life in general is that we should be like Mary. She knew it wasn't about the things that needed to be done for Jesus, because there's always so much to do. But her number one priority and focus was on him, his presence, his words, and his voice. So I really want to challenge you that in your time serving with InterVarsity, in your relationships, in your life, to choose the one thing that lasts, which is what Mary chose.